So, this is the part where I usually come on here and I say, don't be misled by the title. When I say the BS with something, it doesn't mean that it's BS, it's just me BSing. Well, on this one, it's going to be a little bit different because this one, I literally mean it. This is some BS. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break it down. We all know what it is. We're talking about the 85 high one Bred and the BS that's coming with it this year. So let me run you this intro and we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
OG Trap Jordan, OG Trap Jordan, the other sneaker YouTubers, the hell are boring. OG Trap Jordan, OG Trap Jordan, I got sneakers, rated and pouring.
What up, YouTube? OG Trap Jordan back with another one, and today we're gonna talk about the BS with the 85 high Jordan 1 Bred. And yes, it is some BS, and we all know what it is. We've all heard everything about them lately, all the news about how they're gonna be only available in 23 stores, and they're gonna be super limited. And they just recently hit StockX, and on StockX, they're not really moving like that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. There are a couple suckers out there that have paid like $900, but I've only seen 2 pairs of my size that got moved, and I put in a very, very low bid with my fingers crossed, gonna see what happens. But I just want to talk a little bit about this, and we know what it is. It's the fake hype, and it's kind of our fault. I'm gonna keep it real with you, and I've made a dozen videos talking about how shoes sitting was going to be a problem later on, and people got in my comments and they were talking about it's not a problem, I love getting my shoes. Me too, I understand that completely, but the problem is when they make an overabundance of these shoes and they're easy to get, then nobody gets them, because we all have a little bit of hype beast in us. I've ranted on and on and on about this, so I don't want to get too deep into that, but it's clear what Jordan Brand is doing. The Jordan 1 has lost its hype and they're trying to bring it back. So they're going to give us this 85 high Jordan 1 Bred, and they're going to limit the shit out of it, and your guys are going to want it even more, because the truth is, if they GR'd this shoe, it's a strong possibility that they might be sitting. And so they're going to start this strategy, and they're going to make you want them, just like they made you want the 17s with the briefcase, just like they made you want the Blueberry 12s, and just like they made you want all types of shoes recently that weren't even really that hyped up until you guys found out you couldn't get them. When they're sitting, you don't want them. When you can't get them, you want them. You say you're not about the hype. You say you're not a hype beast, but the proof is in the pudding. You can see when you walk in the store and people are picking up shoes and going, oh my God, I can't believe these are sitting. And then they put them right down and they walk out without buying them, because it's a marketing strategy that's getting really old. And I screamed it last year and people didn't believe me. And I know a couple other YouTubers have been saying the same thing. But it is what it is, and we're starting off the year like this, and this is an indicator of what Jordan Brand's going to start doing. There's a whole bunch of coveted releases coming this year that you guys are going to think you're going to get, but I'm going to tell you like this: you're not getting these Jordan Bred 85 highs for retail, and we'll see what happens with those. This could blow up in Jordan Brand's face, but there's going to be a lot of other releases like this too, and there's going to be some that come out and they're just going to be fake sellouts, and there's going to be restocks, but this ain't going to be one of them. There's not going to be restocks on this, and if they are, you're still not going to get them, not for retail. So I mean, I would sit here and tell you guys to just protest it and not buy them and let them sit, and then the resellers would have to let them go for the low, but that's not going to happen. There's always going to be those guys that say screw it and go ahead and pull the trigger because they want to prove that they got status and they got it like that and that they're them, and they're going to go ahead and they're going to buy the shoe. And this strategy has been working for Jordan Brand for a long time, and it's going to continue to work, and it sucks because we know the history. It's the one that started it all, of course. And the problem is, the really bad thing about it is that they could have just gave it to us, and they're giving us this like excuse. It's like, oh yeah, well, we got the shape right this time. So what is you saying, Jordan Brand? You're saying that this whole time we've been giving you some BS. We've been giving you crappy product that wasn't on par to the original, but now we've fixed it and now you got to fight for it, and now we've upped the price. In this bad economy that we're living in, where people are struggling, you want to play games with your consumers. This could possibly backfire. I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to win. I think it's going to work, because there's so many people out there that are going to want this shoe just because of the covetousness, just because of the backstory, just because it's so true to the OG form, and they're not going to be able to get them. So you're going to go out and you're going to want them and you're going to try to get them. And some of you are going to pay resale. I'm not paying no $900 or no $1,000 for these shoes. That's facts. But I want to bring up another issue with these. It's like this colorway, it's been redid, and there's been re-editions, or however you want to say it. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example right here. We had these a couple years back. I didn't even want these, but they made a whole bunch of them, and they were super easy to get. And I ended up getting early access for these on Sneakers app, and when I got that, it was the first time I ever got early access, so I pulled the trigger. I haven't even wore these yet. I still have the 2016 pair right here, although I do want another pair, and I was really excited about these coming out, but I'm not going to get them at that price, and I'm not going to get them if they're going to be super limited. I'm just not. They might drop them on Sneakers app, but they're going to be super limited, and we're all going to go on there and we're going to shoot our shot, and we're all going to catch L's, and a couple people are going to catch W's. Mostly the live streamers that are going to be going live stream, they're just going to coincidentally hit on these, and it's just going to be such a big coincidence, and they're going to be doing their usual let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, all of their followers are sitting there watching, crying because they didn't get them, and it really sucks that Jordan Brand is doing that. And at the end of the day, I just want to say that, like I said, these didn't do that well because they were GR'd. Those satins came out, what was that, like a year and a half, 2 years ago? Those didn't do very well. They sat. They're all Breds. They're all Bred ones. But you know what? They weren't limited, so nobody wanted them. They were sitting on stores. You could walk up there and you could grab them, but you didn't. And they sat. And Jordan Brand recognizes that. And it's been proven time and time again. This is their marketing strategy. And what sucks is that that's what they're going to be doing with a lot of these OGs. I really believe, like, in the next year or two, they're going to come out with a Chicago in the 85 high treatment, and it's going to be the same thing. And they're going to keep these shoes like this so that they're coveted, so they don't lose their hype, so that they're forever wanted, so that they're forever wanted, and it's going to be hard to get, and it's going to make you feel like you're something special if you buy them. But it's all a bunch of BS, and that pretty much just is what it is. 23 stores, super limited, not going to be able to get them. Jordan Brand is shitting on its loyal customers. And I'll be the first to say it. I love Jordans. I always have. I'm OG over everything. This is an OG. I wanted these super bad. And now I'm super pissed. And it is what it is. It's some BS. But with that being said, I'm just going to put this video out just like this, raw and uncut. I'm not even going to drop no music because I ain't feeling up and chippery about it at this point. I'm just telling some straight facts on this video. This whole release with the Jordan Bred 1 high 85, however you want to call it, is some straight BS. Oh, they gave us the OG specs, so now it's $250, and everybody said, oh, I'm not paying that. Well, now a lot of you guys are going to try to pay resale. Hopefully it blows up in their face. Maybe it will. Maybe we'll all come to our senses and we just won't go after these, and just a few hype beasts will, and maybe the resellers won't be able to move them and the price will drop. I don't know. It's, you know what? It's yet to be seen, but we'll see what happens. But with that, I'm signing off once again. I'm OG Trap Jordan, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.